Sierra Leone authorities said Monday that 20 people were killed and nearly 2,000 prisoners escaped during Sunday's attack on the capital. Gunfire was heard ringing out across Freetown as assailants targeted a military barracks, a prison, and other locations. An army spokesperson told Reuters that the 20 dead included 13 soldiers, 3 assailants, a police officer, a civilian, and someone working in private security. The government has since reduced an all-day curfew to a nightly one, and police were checking vehicles at checkpoints. Shops and businesses started to reopen on Monday afternoon, but the fear among residents remains. This woman says it was the first time she had heard a gunshot and that she hid under her bed. The government blamed the attacks on renegade soldiers, and this resident recalled encountering them.
Military vehicles approached us and some of the officers said we should shout forcefully, "President Mada Bio must go." Some of us wanted to answer and some refused to shout. We asked him for which reason we should say that, and he responded by asking if we had the ability to buy expensive bags of rice.
Hours after the rampage, President Julius Maada Bio assured citizens calm had been restored and that the attackers would be held to account. Last year, anti-government protests erupted over soaring living costs, and at least 21 civilians were killed in the unrest. Sierra Leone, which is still recovering from a 1991 to 2002 civil war in which more than 50,000 were killed, has been tense since Bio was re-elected in June. Gunfire was heard across Sierra Leone's capital on Sunday after assailants attacked a military barracks in the early hours of the morning. The government said security forces had repelled, quote, renegade soldiers who attempted to break into the military armory in Freetown. Gunmen also attacked a police station and a prison, and some prisoners escaped. Hours later, President Julius Maada Bio addressed the nation.
The attackers have been repelled by a combined team of gallant security forces, and calm has been restored. Most of the leaders have been arrested. Security operations and investigations are ongoing. We will ensure that those responsible are held accountable through due process.
The unrest prompted authorities to impose a nationwide curfew. Tension has been boiling in the West African country since Bio was re-elected in June, a result rejected by the main opposition candidate and questioned by international partners, including the United States and the European Union. In August last year, at least 21 civilians and 6 police officers were killed in anti-government protests. In his Sunday night address, Bio called on Sierra Leone's political and traditional leaders and civil society to work together to preserve peace.